Hello, Taurus North Node. This is your reading for September 2021. The actual date of this reading starts on the new moon and ends at the new moon in October. So the new moon, September 2021, and ending at the new moon in October 2021. If you are new to exploring your North Node, I invite you to check out the link below for some more information on your North Node. There's a YouTube video covering that topic, and there's also a link to where you can generate your birth chart if you need to find out what your North Node sign is. There's also a link to a table of where the North Node was, on which days and which years, so you can find it out by that method as well. The North Node is not an actual object. It is a mathematical point in your chart, and direct opposite from it is the South Node. So your North Node is what you're striving for in this life, or the experiences your soul would like to have in this life. So you can describe it as your soul path or your life path, and your South Node is what you have mastered in a past lifetime, which can assist you in the pursuance of your North Node, but is also a place where you are being urged not to rely on too deeply. But we spend a lot of our life staying in the comfort of the South Node because it takes some time to even discover that strength, let's say, innate strength, and we lean on it. But as I said, there's a lot more information on North Node out there. I encourage you to check it out. I am going to do a reading to help you align better with the energies of your North Node path. And I'm going to start with the universal energies on the outside, 5D energies in the middle circle, and the inner circle will be 3D. All the oracle cards, and then I'm going to use tarot cards for clarifying more of the story and the messages behind the energies at play for you for this cycle. So I'm still getting used to this spread. It came to me in a meditation. It was given to me, so I also am still getting used to it. I think this is my third recording. Taurus, you are lucky number 3 at the start of this channel. So, as a Taurus North Node, you will be striving to embody some of the more positive, for lack of a better word, aspects of Taurus. So, creating a stable environment for yourself, nurturing, having a connection to nature, being an earth sign, finding stability. So the opposite sign of Taurus is Scorpio. So if you think of Scorpio as a sign that's more comfortable in the ether, going with the flow, they do many transformations, whereas Taurus is more resistant to change and really focused on being having a stable surrounding, having security, material security, and prioritizing like comfort. So Taurus is very based in the practical. Let's put it that way. So, feel free to pause and check out any descriptions that I have linked to in the description. what did I just say that? Any links that I posted in the description box that leads you to more information about Taurus North Node. Okay, so I will start with the universal energies. Let me give this a shuffle. Okay, oops. Okay, so we have Companion's Love, the Royal Order, Dreaming, and Universal Connection. Well, Companion's Love is about, well, for me, pleasure, romantic partnership. I see a lot of Kundalini energy from this card. Okay, so the story I'm getting, going from Companion's Love, the relationship, the Royal Order, expectations of how a relationship should be, societal expectations or someone's expectations, dreaming the way that, you have always envisioned it to be, which may be a stark contrast from how it actually is or what's being asked of you, and universal connection. So whatever this connection is, it's meant to be, despite the fact that it's challenging. But when I say meant to be, it doesn't necessarily mean like it's meant to be the be-all, end-all relationship. For some people it is. But it's a connection that is meant to take you to another level of consciousness or another level of happiness, another level of living your life that brings like an awakening. It's a very enlightening relationship, let's say, whatever that relationship is. Even if that companion, I really see sexual passion as in romantic companion, but, well, even if you're single, it's the same. It's like either you're in a relationship and So either you're in a relationship or you're looking for a relationship, or this is the universal energy side. So it's like the energy of romantic passion relationships, sexual relationships is the universal energy that's coming through. And the royal order is kind of like the natural order of things, which we, at our current state, at humanity's current state, we're not fully aware of yet. We're not necessarily fully able to even comprehend it. So it's an opening up of a greater understanding of how things can work or do work. The energy of having a higher awareness of the natural order of the universe as it pertains to the vibrations within a sexual relationship. So, because this can encompass all types of order, energetic order, natural order of things that are beyond our understanding, quantum, and at this point, beyond our understanding at this point. And then there's the dreaming, so very green, heart chakra based, the outer chambers of the heart chakra. So heart-centered desire and the power of what you've envisioned for yourself and its ability to make you happy or unhappy, or its ability for you to judge situations as either positive or negative. And then there's universal connection with it, it's very golden and enlightened with these two beings in the center who are meeting in this golden center. And getting, even when there's disharmony, there's harmony, in that the disharmony is necessary to reach the harmony. And as I said, this is the universal energy, so I won't theoreticize about how that's necessarily affecting you as a Taurus North Node at the moment. I will ask for the next level of energy. We're going down in vibration to the 5D. If the table shakes, it's because my camera's attached to the table at the moment. I'm thinking of doing a different setting, but for now, that is what works. Do we want these two, or? Yes. So, it starts here. One more. So if at any time I'm shuffling and it's just taking too long, you can fast forward it. There's times when I speed up the video on my own because it really took a little while, but some people like a little ASMR and the sound of the cards shuffling. I am one of those people. So, oh shoot. So, okay, we have one extra card. Grace and curiosity. Okay, so this is Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. mixed with the sacred geometry of relationships. So that's why we have the number 24 twice in the deck, 24 Earth. And then we have number 24 of Grace. That shows up twice. So yeah, the first card that comes up is number 11, master number and angel number. And it's awareness, and it says here, the energy of awareness supports our capacity to focus our attention on all aspects of a multi-dimensional world so that we create a reality that we truly choose. So coming down from the royal order here, and I did use the word quantum, aka multi-dimensional, earlier. And there's this awareness of, are you just going with the status quo, or is it truly what you want? And are you limiting what energies are allowed to coexist together? Right, going down to the dreaming card down here, many of us say that if I do A, I can't do Z, for example. They seem like polarized opposites, or they seem like those two things can't exist in the same space. But awareness is making us, or asking us to recognize that there's a lot that we don't know about how the universe works. And so we're operating within a paradigm that's like this big in a infinitely vast, universes. So the awareness of why you think what you think, why you do what you do, and why you require certain things from certain people, especially in your intimate relationships. This is in your 5D energy and your higher self. There is a call for you to be aware of you doing why you do what you do, and being able to look at that in an objective way, and also looking at it to see if acting that way actually gets you what you want out of life. You want to have integrity with yourself and with others, especially in these intimate relationships. You want to have an intimate relationship with yourself where you are honest about your intentions and what you want and why you want it that way. I'm hearing for somebody it's necessary to say, like, if you are a player, or if you just want what you want so that when you want it, because for selfish reasons, and you're not realizing, so some of you are doing it for selfish reasons and not realizing that you're selfish in that situation. And that does not make you unlovable, but it makes you difficult. It makes these relationships difficult to get to a deeper level, because people cannot trust you with their vulnerability. It could be you, it could be the other way around. I'm getting for some of you that you need to hear it just that straight. And yeah, Taurus North Node is an earth sign, as I said. So you see there's quite a bit of green in this spread. practicality. The word practicality came up when I was describing the North Node and Taurus in general. Practicality is good in some cases, and you're not necessarily getting the words pinned down, like as in, the word someone caught you, you finally settled down, quote unquote. There's this vibe of not doing the practical thing just to be rebellious or for fear of losing a part of yourself if you become too practical. But there is, in Earth, I'm seeing there's a great power in the gratitude and appreciation for the material things as well, and for creating your own security. And being grateful for basic things like safety, and the weather, and the roof above your head, and the pillow you put your head down on. They're not mundane things that are just like, they're just there, but I'm pursuing other things. I want to be free, and something about freedom is more attractive. Freedom and security are two sides of the same spectrum. You know what I mean? In some way, or security is not even all the way the other side. It's just something, there is freedom in security as well. There is freedom in being grounded. So the word that's coming is grounding, commitment, and connection. We have connection here as well. Right? Connection, commitment. And connection. So some of you are getting into a higher level commitment, or the question of a higher level. There's a higher level commitment available to you, and some of you are questioning whether or not to move forward with it, because some of you are feeling like this dreamy energy is working in a variety of ways, dreaming of what could have been with someone else. Someone's out there dreaming of what could have been with someone else, and has not mourned the end of that connection yet, and therefore is having a hard time moving on, or is not able to make realistic new goals for themselves or dreams for themselves, because they're still daydreaming about the past. Some of you, especially if your South Node is in Scorpio, well, it's not an if. If you're a Taurus North Node, your South Node is in Scorpio. And Scorpios can lose themselves in the intensity of a relationship, can lose their individuality. So this connection card is not only, surrender to this great connection that you have to this person, or the potential to have a great connection with this person. You don't have to sacrifice that. Sacrifice your connection to yourself to have that, and vice versa. So this connection card is as much about being connected to your wants, needs, desires, hobbies, favorite foods, values, as it is being connected to another person. And the commitment is the same. It's a commitment to yourself as well. So those two things, not only is it possible for them to exist together, they are meant to exist together in the higher order of things. Your inner world mirrors your outer world, and your relationship to yourself is mirrored in your relationships with other people. So in getting to know yourself, hanging out with yourself, you can't write people off for not being exactly what you want at all times. The same way you shouldn't write yourself off when you're going through a growth process or getting to know yourself, or use it as a reason to disconnect from them. You should maintain curious about, it's fun to get to know somebody, and it's fun to go through the layers and always find out something more about them. It's fun when passion turns into friendship, but it's the curiosity for the person and curiosity about yourself that ultimately keeps things passionate, really. Going back to this commitment and connection to yourself. And being curious about yourself. Your partner will always have something new to discover about you if you're always discovering something about you. You know what I mean? So in that, you can marry the practical with the free-spiritedness, transientness of life, and you don't have to feel, someone needs to hear, you don't have to feel that you have to give up loving that person in order to have your freedom. Like, they're not mutually exclusive. You can give someone a sense of, yes, I'm with you, we're going to live in one place, or there's going to be a place that we call home, and we're definitely together and monogamous and such, and still have freedom and experiences that come through maintaining respect for each other, individuality, and exploring things together, right? Okay, that was 5D. Let's go to the 3D. So this is just some major arcana cards. Let me know some of the major themes that are running through your life, your practical 3D life in September, from the new moon to the new moon. Judgment. this deck is not one that they really want to use, and I'm going to have to switch it out, but I just don't know for which one yet. Okay, so we have Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, Divine Wisdom, and the Emperor. Ooh. So, I'm getting that you're ignoring a call, something like that's very deep in your intuition or very loud in your intuition. And yeah, so you're ignoring a call. A call that's been sent by destiny, like that's predestined. Something like, even it seems for some of you, it's even a soul contract. Like you already agreed that you're going to do that, and you're avoiding it. Yeah. You're avoiding it because you can't see the big picture, because you're having a hard time seeing the big picture. And I'm getting another story for these three, so there may be a group of you where this explanation is more applicable. You have consequences to an action to take credit to, own up to, or to be accountable to for before you can move on. And so here's the Emperor, and it's like you're in either case, you have to kind of step up into and face what it is. Yeah. I'm getting that you have to be clear in your decision. So you have to be clear, and you have to be willing to take, you're either in the position where you just have to take the consequences for a decision that you made. Someone's been caught. Someone's been caught being unfaithful. Or caught in being, let's say, going along for the ride, like were not emotionally committed. You may not have cheated, but you weren't emotionally committed to something, and you're now being given like kind of an ultimatum. That's not for everybody, that's for someone out there. But there is very much this power, this energy of standing in your power and owning up to what it is you really want and what your real intentions are. It goes back to integrity. It goes back to what Spirit had said about wanting what you want when you want it. You can prioritize your pleasure and values. You can prioritize yourself without manipulating other people or disappointing other people, because people, when they know where you stand, can then be accountable for themselves, like make an informed decision for themselves in that situation. So there's that aspect for sure, and then there's the aspect of, some of you, it's a soul contract. It's something you've contracted to do. You don't have to do it, but you're good. If you don't do it this lifetime, you're going to have to do it in the next one. So you may just need to put on your big girl or big boy pants or panties, whatever you choose to wear. It's none of my business, but that's what I'm getting from the Emperor. So that is how kind of these energies are trickling down into your day-to-day life in September 2021. I'm going to get some more details on bridging the gap between the 3D and the 5D. So bringing your higher self more into the situation to give you guidance, or situations that may come up that will give you the opportunity to work on that higher frequency and anchor that higher frequency. So we have, which direction am I going? I went this way, so we're going the other way. Once again, yes, I am working with a spread that was given to me by my guides. So bear with me as I remember which direction things go. Oh, that's interesting. High Priestess. And the Five of Wands. Ooh, okay. I shouldn't make that noise, but I make that noise every time I see a 5. So, the Knight of Pentacles. Well, isn't he a grounded and reliable knight partner as well? The Passion card keeps drawing my attention, so I'm really getting the vibe that this is, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, this is about interpersonal relationships. So if you weren't looking for a romance type of reading, then you may be out of luck this month. But sorry, quick break. I had to blow my nose. So, yes, Knight of Pentacles is a very reliable dude. Or dudette, whichever you see this person as. But he's all about stability. He's a slow-moving knight. So to me, this is practicality and reliability all wrapped up in one card. The Star in reverse is still mirroring that like, you know, you don't have to sacrifice your personal self. Or I'm getting, you know, you don't have to, like, wishing upon a star is making you, it's great to manifest things, like big things that you want, not bad at all, but you're missing some of the beauty of the practicalities of life that is either on offer to you or that you have and you this is what it looks like, right? You undervalue them in reverse because, like, you're constantly like looking for something more. I keep getting a message for somebody that someone. I'm sorry for everyone who this does not apply to, but someone out there keeps looking for the perfect partner and no one ever measures up. And there is no such, like, I shouldn't say there's no such thing, but you're not cutting people any slack. I'm getting a masculine energy that is kind of the perpetrator of this, and the feminine energy that is trying to be, you know, enough, but seems to always fall short of the dreams, the fantasy you have. Fantasy, another big Scorpio aspect. So, yeah. And passion and such. And, so there's kind of a, you can bridge the 3D and the 5D by finding magic in the mundane. Finding magic in the mundane. And you can, your divine wisdom and the high priestess are coming very close, right on top of each other here, with connection and commitment. So, thunder. You are underestimating your ability to, like, you see what I said about that you can use your north node to go on your path, to help you down your north node life path. Let me say that again to make sure I said it right. You can use your south node to assist you on your north node path. So, Scorpio south node, passionate, you know, very upper, you know, open to the spiritual realm, intuitive, manifesting. You can make supposedly mundane things much more interesting, and not by making people feel bad for being practical or needing material things or being quote unquote mundane. You can find magic in the mundane, and you can create magic in the mundane. And that magic comes from being committed to the dreamy part of you. But the dreamy part of you is also very grounded in making it, you know, real experiences that you can enjoy. So, and because part of it is finding balance. Yes, and Five of Wands, competition. And normally, I would say, in this case, I'm going to say the only person that you're really competing with is yourself. Because I'm getting that you up to now have had a very narrow view of what your passionate relationship should look like, what your intimate relationship should look like. And you are not only evaluating your partner, but who you are with that partner. But who you are does not need to change with your partner as you change partners. Once again, a Scorpio South Node thing. Or a Scorpio thing, period. This kind of malleable, Taurus is a fixed sign. And also a Scorpio. But Scorpio is water, and Taurus is earth. Right? So there's much more fluidity in likes, dislikes, values. They're constantly changing and very comfortable with constantly changing and evolving. Taurus is feet on the ground, plant the roots, strong tree growing, branching out, enjoying the sun. You have to start seeing it, start viewing that type of possibility for your life in a different light. Because you're kind of poo-pooing on it. Some of you are poo-pooing on it. They're not saying poo-poo, they're saying a different word, but I'm going to leave that. Sometimes I edit. So, yeah. There's this energy of, once again, it's like you don't have to make it up. This thing like, it's not a fantasy that you can have it all, or you can have, it's not a fantasy that you can have it all, because once again, this royal order energy is that, we have a limited understanding. And when you're working within a limiting understanding, then you're limiting yourself and your possibilities. And the universal energies are basically telling you, number one, you signed up for this shit. So, I didn't edit that one. You signed up for this. And secondly, it's like if you look at it from this perspective, you signed up for this and you're only fighting yourself at this point. Like, there's really the energy of fighting this perceived settling down. So I'm going to look into what's kind of between the universal energies and the 5D, what may be in your soul memory or in a past life that could be affecting you in September 2021. Ooh. Okay, once again, I got to check. So I went this way, so I got to go that way. So we have Protector, the Dreamer. There's a lot of people. These are people cards from the Cosmovisions Oracle, which acts like a tarot deck, but most of the cards are, they have a reference to the tarot deck, but they've very much stand on their own as well. Oh, there's some cards flipped over in here that I'm not sure if they want or if they, yeah, they want them. That's 3 of them. And these all go here. Oh, okay. Someone out there is basically on the cusp of making a high-level commitment, whether that is getting married or whatever. But whatever that looks like to you, I should say. So it's best if I just tell you a story. So here's a story of someone who is, the protector, as it says. The protector, the reliable, dependable, practical, if you will. And here is the dreamer. We have the geomancer. We have the life map, which is basically the Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Lotuses, which is the Ace of Cups in traditional tarot, and the Two of Embers, which is the Two of Wands in the traditional tarot. What does that all add up to? It adds up to a story of a choice, a previous lifetime where you chose happiness over security. And that was basically your mirror destiny. Now, did we need cards to tell you that? Not necessarily. Not if you have a Scorpio South node, but, because you obviously thrived as an independent spirit at some point. This particular, like what's active in the moment, though, is really, for me, is this character is kind of ominous, the geomancer. And I can't remember. I'm gonna check, the double check. This deck is new to me, so I can't remember which card it mirrors in the traditional tarot. It's Pentacles for sure, but is it the Knight? Is it the King? Or is it the Queen? It's the Queen, yes. That's right. The Queen of Pentacles. So another feminine energy, earth, feminine earth energy. And your dreams were the source of your abundance in many, many ways. So not just the actual material, someone was like an artist who was taken care of by the monarchy, by the royals, like a very, very gifted, I'm getting a gifted Indian dancer, so someone out there was a gifted Indian dancer in a past life, which may have made you unmarriable, or, yeah, not unmarriable, but had to choose between having this, you know, or having this, right? It's all, at the end of the day, it's all going about the Ace of Lotuses. It's all going about, you know, what makes your cup overflow with love and joy. I think it's funny how much we hold on to lives that we don't live anymore, whether it's a life that we had when we were in our teens or in our 20s, you know, or when we were thinner or bigger or whatever. You know, we hold on to the past versions of ourselves from this life and past lives as well. It's very interesting. Because the message I'm getting here is basically like, you know, that story is done. And the days where you had to choose one thing or the other, like career or child or family, for example, or an artistic life and having a house in the suburbs, you know, or I want to say traveling, even though right now it's a sticky situation with that, but let's say, you know, loving to travel, but having the obligations to a home. Those things being, you know, if you want one, you can't do the other. Like that's quickly turning into bull caca. You know, our parents may have had to do that. You know, your parents may have experienced that, and the people who advise you may be telling you that, and you may have it deep-seated in your psyche. That is just not possible. However, you signed up for in this life that you're going to make it. You're going to show other people that it's possible. You're going to do it for yourself, and you're going to show other people that it's possible. That's just what you're in it for. You are in it to win it. And you are in it to be all of yourself and still be someone that another person can rely on. You know, you are meant to have certain securities for yourself and still have individuality and freedom. You're not only meant to embody Taurus aspects and forget the rest. You are integrating it all. Okay, so I'm already on to the oracles. I didn't announce it, but the clouds are rolling in here. There's a thunderstorm coming. So the room got very dark. So I'm pulling these two final oracle cards. If you are interested, there is an extended reading. Just one moment. I have to be quiet for a moment. Yeah. In the extended reading, just a quick 15 or 20 minutes, I pull some oracle cards and do some channeling to let you know what tools and like crystals, herbs, self-care activities, colors, that you can pull into your life, into your environment to help integrate these energies and send you forward on your North Node path, align you with your North Node vibration. I also channel affirmations that you could use for the month of September. So let's see what cards you got in the Oracle. Oh, you got the Royal U. And unexpected visitors. It's kind of freaky. Okay, I'm going to read from the books, and if any other messages come to me after I've read the description, I will let you know. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Number 41, unexpected visitors. It's in the upright. Good. All right. Card looks kind of freaky in this light. Woohoo! Okay. It's upright. So, unexpected visitors. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except Spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. So back to, it is in your soul plan. What you're facing is in your soul plan. So you need to let go and enjoy. Some of you, it's a situation you need to just let go and enjoy, or enjoy it for what it is. I'm going to turn on the light. Just one moment, please. Okay, great. And now we have the Royal U, card number 16. Yeah, once again, the message is coming through to you need to reevaluate your expectations, because they're limiting you in being happy. They're limiting you, keeping you from truly being happy. The Royal U, key concepts: sovereignty, responsibility, self-confidence, self-rule, ownership of your feelings and actions. That came up. A quiet sense of empowerment, being self-aware, not allowing outside influences out of alignment with your truth. Do you know what it means to express personal sovereignty in your life? It's about how you hold to your inner sense of worth and integrity, secure in your belief that you have a unique purpose. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are and that nothing outside you can challenge your authentic self, the hard-won seat of awareness that you have earned. You are the ruler of your mind, and you're being invited now to consider what discipline you need to apply to your thoughts. Are they consistent with the values and beauty you intend for your life? It is important now to keep your focus on what is right and good for you as well as others. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with a measured response. If life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with grace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to plan their battles. So stay out of unnecessary skirmishes and strategically wield your personal power. Now is the time to lead from the heart, from your authenticity and integrity. Hello, integrity. Hold your head high and know your worth. That is the mark of a true sovereign. So this is like, you can, as I said, you can be you. You can be you. You can be with someone and not have your you compromised. You can give somebody something they need. Security, something material, something that's significant for them in terms of feeling confident in your relationship. So you can give that and not lose yourself. The camera decided to stop recording. So I have to go back and check if you heard that. But, yeah. So that's it for you this month. Taurus North Node. I'm going to double check that when I was reading that description that it actually recorded. And if not, I will be back to record that portion. Yes. If this reading resonated with you, I encourage you to just subscribe below, somewhere down there, and click the bell. And you will find yourself notified when I upload again at the October new moon. The link for the extended is also below. Crystals, self-care rituals, colors, and channeled affirmations, and other tools as they come up from your guides for how to support you through this September journey. Yes. Love y'all. It was great talking to you. I hope you liked hearing from me too, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Be well.